sorry, it doesn't matter how good of design you have. Oh. Are we gonna have an asteroid special? We're gonna have an asteroid special! Wow! God, what was I gonna say? Wow. So, standard oxygen, but it's like extremely hot. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just like reliving the last 5 seconds in my head. And like yeah, that's the thing. I also wonder if there isn't a better way to do ship customization. I was just thinking, like, I was gonna say something probably dumb, like, about the ship customization being like, oh, well, you know, there's not really, like, upgrades as much? I don't know what I was gonna say, I was gonna do something stupid. I think the thing I want to see, or the thing I'm... I don't know. Well, you know what? Actually, there's one issue I have definitely mentioned before. Like, you need to have options. There are several kinds of, for example, there are several kinds of bays, right? I would say that, you know, they do a good job of having manufacturers and defined manufacturers who, like, have their own sort of, you know, style associated with them. That's cool, that's good. So why doesn't Hope Tech have a side-loading entrance like Stroud Eklund? Why does Stroud Eklund only have a side-loading entrance? That kind of thing. 'Cause like... It just doesn't really make that much sense. Because you'd expect a company to be able to build their own ship without having to rely on other ship manufacturers. That would be really awkward. But that's the reality that we live in. You know, I will... Oh, no, I have been to, like, one of these buildings before. Yeah. Can't remember what it's called. I don't care, we're just going off in a direction. But yeah. What was I saying? Ship customization. Oh yeah. So like... Maybe there are some companies that are distinct and have really, really specific things, like, we don't do this, or we don't do that. And, like Hope Tech doesn't have, like, wings. They don't have a lot of, like, side cowling bits. Which I think is fine. They're an industrial company, and a lot of that is much more flashy for the sake of Flash. At least how it is presented in the vanilla game. In all fairness. I've got mods that actually make the things worth a damn, but, you know. You know what, actually, that's another thing. But, before we get to that, also the crystalline pawns that once were something that really got my attention, now are not a thing that gets my attention. What was I gonna say? I do kind of want to try and get done with as much stuff as possible, but I'm at the point where, like, I can't... Oh god, I don't know. It's Monday, it's a stream day, and I don't know if I actually want to stream, just because aforementioned things. I think it's okay if I skip a day. Skip a Minecraft stream. But yeah, sorry, yeah, that is another thing, though. So structural components are just aesthetic. That is not in any way realistic. So do you know where the fuel tank on an airplane is? You want to guess? If you don't know, I think there are probably internal gas tanks, somewhere, but my understanding is usually the wings, because the wings don't need to be anything else. Like, obviously there's, you know, ailerons and flaps, and, you know, there are control surfaces that are present there that do things, but most of the wing is hollow, so why wouldn't it be a gas tank? Because it just can be. You know? So, the idea of having just, like, a structural component... The idea of having, like, a bit of cowling that just doesn't do anything, that doesn't have fuel, that doesn't have, like, a reactor, that doesn't have, you know, a shield generator tucked into it or something, doesn't make any sense. And, like, you know, okay, like, you don't want to have an exposed... As the game is presented, you don't want to have some way to make an unexposed shield generator, because the AI wouldn't be able to hit it. That's not even an argument, because, like, the AI is very deliberately just programmed only to aim for, like, the middle of the ship. Where the fuck is this last trait, by the way? What the hell? Oh my god, 240 degrees Celsius. Okay, alright. I was a little bit excited that, hey, you know what, I mean, it's, like, it's got a standard O2 atmosphere, but it's at least somewhat workable. Yeah, but... But yeah, it does, so that doesn't even make sense, but like, a fuel tank, they can't target fuel tanks. So why not just have the cowling? And I mean, like, having external fuel tanks is also something that definitely does attribute to the style of the ships. And like, I mean, I do like this. If the option of having this part that I'm staring at right now be a fuel tank instead, I mean, that might completely... Well, I mean, there would be new ships that I could make from this, and like, it wouldn't take away anything if I did want it to just be hollow and just be style. I don't know. Also, because I have one trait discovered, I don't know... Because I've discovered one trait from scanning the planet, I don't know what that thing's symbol is. I'm pretty sure I could actually be going to the one I've already discovered. Although this natural thing is looking mighty. With the ground shaking, it's probably a new trait, actually. I am genuinely excited for Minecraft stuff, though. Maybe I could talk about that in the next episode. Here we go! Timing! Until next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.